Hello, this video is about experiment 7 transistor that consists of three parts. So part 1, we're going to start with this circuit that we are given here. We need two resistors and a transistor to do the experiment in Tinkercad. So let's get started. This one later. Also, our supply set to be 15 NPN transistor. Two resistors. This set to be RC. RB 2.2 megaohms. So now we are ready to measure the current IB, IC, and VC. Positive come here. IB, IC. And VC is positive. Come here. And now we are ready to simulate. And it is the result of the first part. So we also need to change the value of RB to be 1 megaohms, which is RB in the middle here, middle leg. So it will to be 1 megaohms. So as also it is the result of the experiment. So now let's go to part 2. Part 2 of the experiment, design the self-biased circuit. So we need 3 resistors. One more here. It's very similar to the first one basically. This one. This has the value of 4.3 kilo ohms. RC 3.3 kilo ohms. RB is 2 mega ohms. And these are connected to these legs. And now we want to measure IC, IB, VB, VE, VC. So measure IC, is positive. And also IB. VB, this is positive. This VE. And VCE. This connect to E. So we can start the simulation now. And here is the result. And this is the result of the simulation part 2. So we're gonna move to the part 3. Part 3 in this experiment is quite it's many multimeter that would take a lot of time to draw it. So as the time is very limited, so I have drawn here already the experiment part 3 voltage divider bias, and this is the drawing, the circuit that we need to do the experiment and get this part. So basically we are following this circuit. We need two resistors and LDR, but we use a push button instead of LDR. So because in this program we don't have these equipments, so we use this instead. So um, we follow those circuit, and I draw this, and then I will start a simulation, and this is the result of the simulation part 3 of the experiment 7. So when I push this, and then it's the value that's show in this multimeter would trend accordingly. So let's try. So when I place this bottom, the value would trend accordingly, and also the LED light would turn off, say no current pass through it. So when I let it go, it's open again. The current can flow through the circuit. Then we can measure um, the current and the voltage across these components. For example, this one is the current that has to this resistor, uh, which is R RB, the current passed to this RB is 250 microampere, and this is the current that passed to the resistor B, C, so which reads as 27.2 milliampere. So that's all for the experiment in Tinkercad for this video. Thank you very much.